We're joined now on Zoom by Greg Watt, an attorney here in the Metro. Greg, thank you for joining us. First and foremost, what is your reaction to this verdict?
Hi, can you hear me?
Sure can.
All right, beautiful. So thank you for allowing me to chime in on this. And let me tell you, so first off, let's hope it begins some healing for our nation. I know that obviously everyone has had their eyes on this. In fact, I'd probably say the international community at large has had their eyes on this. As far as the verdict goes, I don't think anybody's terribly surprised about it, especially not myself or anybody in the criminal defense community. What we've got here is we've got a rare situation where the allegations are caught on film. The crux of the case is obviously dissecting the film throughout the course of the trial, both sides chiming in about what their thoughts are. Obviously, the prosecution relying heavily upon their experts and heavily upon the medical experts to say that the airway was constricted, the heart was affected. The defense side, of course, on the flip side of that, alleging that to a large extent, Mr. Floyd's condition and his passing was a result of drug use, and then also, of course, some previous medical conditions. So when you look at the video, obviously it's heartbreaking. Nobody wants to think of their loved one in that situation. And we'd like to think that obviously law enforcement has our best interests at heart. And I can safely say that the large majority of them really do. I work obviously for the defense and I represent people that are charged with crimes, but I'm pleased to say that most law enforcement I work with or against, they really do have the best interests of the community at heart. But there's a few that that really obviously need a lot of refresher as far as training and in both their police practices and humanity. So I don't know that this is going to solve the larger questions, though. For thousands of years, there's been a debate about how much authority citizens want in their life versus how much individual freedom individuals want. So do I think that this necessarily is going to solve that grand debate? I don't think so. But I think that we can learn from this. And I think as far as the way we treat one another, hopefully this is a trigger for us all to begin looking at one another with a deeper sense of humanity and a deeper sense of faith that we can be kind to one another.
Greg, we certainly appreciate you joining us and sharing your expertise with us this evening. We'll certainly have to watch and see what impacts this outcome will have going forward. Thank you again.
Yes, ma'am.